talk of dominatrixes dominating the news over the bank holiday weekend. Today, we are finding out what the job entails.
Well, at the age of 70, Sherry Lever, otherwise known as Mistress Sofia, is Britain's oldest dominatrix, and she joins us now. Good morning. It's lovely to have you here finally on our sofa. I know we've spoken down the line. It's nice to meet you. So just explain how you got into this to begin with, because you were a chef.
Yes.
And so quite a different career to the one you currently have.
It was, and it wasn't... I hadn't planned it.
Yeah.
It was after my divorce. I was left financially embarrassed, so I knew I had to earn extra money. And I just saw this documentary about phone chat girls.
Yeah.
And I thought, I could give that a go. So, yeah, I started doing it. I had a few mishaps, but...
What kind of mishaps?
Well, I had one guy in the beginning that actually said he was really into water sports, and I thought, happy days. So I said, I've done a bit of jet skiing, and he put the phone down.
So you were learning on the job.
Yeah, I had to have a word with my daughter and say, what did I do wrong? So she clued me in on a lot, and I did an awful lot of Googling after that.
I bet.
And then I also noticed that so many that phoned in wanted to be dominated.
Yeah.
And again, my daughter said, Mum, you're doing it for peanuts. Do it for real. So
encouragement from your family.
Absolutely. And I haven't looked back.
So you don't consider yourself as a sex worker?
Absolutely not,
You
no.
don't?
Unfortunately, we're in a grey area. They don't know where to put us, so we are actually classed as sex workers. And to the vanilla population, that automatically means we have sex. And so I'm on a mission for people to understand we do not. So it's about domination. It's also about sissification. It's about servitude, punishment.
But you call them subs or slaves. So
Yes.
I'll use that term because that's what you use. They are getting some sexual... I mean, it is sexual for some of them, I'm
Because
assuming.
males, you know, everything has some sexual connotation. So to them, of course, it's got a sexual gratification at some stage for them.
Yeah.
Not for me. They
So
do
you
not
let them
touch
get it-
me.
right.
I don't touch them sexually, with a whip or whatever. But what they want to do to themselves afterwards is okay. It's fine.
And I suppose you've got to be quite careful, because if you are using a whip or a cane, you've got to know what you're doing, because you can hurt someone severely.
Absolutely, yes. And that's one of the reasons I teach, because when I first started, I didn't know what I was doing, and I was just very lucky I didn't really hurt somebody. It's an art. It is an art. And you can't do wraparounds, you can't hit the kidney area, the coccyx. You know, there are so many things that you have to be careful about. And I pride myself on my caning. It's always neat, and it's safe. Everything I do is safe.
And obviously what people come to you for varies an awful lot. I mean, people are into all sorts of different things.
Yeah, I guess, as I said, sissification, servitude, punishment.
You have people that want to be dressed up as schoolboys and
Schoolboys,
dogs.
schoolgirls, dogs. Yeah, I mean, and I
You took a client out, or you don't like the word client. I'm struggling to say slave or slave.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you took one out for a walk as a dog.
I
and
did.
tied him to a tree.
I did, yes, I did, and left him there for a while, and then went back for him.
And you've been driven in by one of your slaves.
Yes, one of my slaves has been taking care of me.
Because I was reading this today, you know, Fern Britton. I remember one of her phrases was, "Every pot has a lid." So you know, no matter who you are in the world, there's always someone who you can find that you know is the right person for you.
Yes.
Some of these guys come in and just want to do your DIY.
Well, yes, they do. If they're real, true slaves, then all they're interested in is pleasing me. And I have a lot of jobs. So, of course, I have a lifestyle slave, so he doesn't pay. He just is at my beck and call. So he does all my painting, my DIY, fixing a new toilet seat, whatever. whatever I need doing, he does it.
And is he, if he doesn't pay, isn't he just a friend that comes around to help?
Well, no, because you wouldn't have a friend coming for coffee and say, could you just pop up and put a new toilet seat on, would you? So, not really.
some of these people that come and see you, they are in relationships, some of them are married. I mean, there'll be people watching this or saying, well, aren't you just involved in helping them to cheat?
Well, I suppose if we're going to get right down to the nitty-gritty, not every partner would be happy for their husband to come and see me. Yeah. But isn't it preferable they come to see me because they have a kink rather than go to an escort? You know,
I don't know if there's any different. I think somebody would be watching this.
There's no sex, so, you know, I'm not going to touch
Isn't
them.
it emotional betrayal? Maybe, I mean, it's not just physical, is it, that upsets people,
I think it possibly is, but unfortunately, a lot that come to me, they don't want to have that sort of kink with their partner. They want to keep the two separate. And also, their partner wouldn't be happy if they saw the submissive side of them, whereas to me, it's normal. So,
what sort of men are they? What sort of jobs do they do? Who comes to see you?
Well, right from a High Court judge to a bus driver. There is no norm. It's just everybody has some sort of kink, and some it's not controllable, so they need an outlet.
I mean, you mentioned your daughter there, and I know your family are very supportive. It's all very, very open and honest of what you do. You've got grandchildren as well. What about you with your own love life? I mean, if you were to meet somebody or start a relationship with somebody, would this all have to stop?
I'm single, but and I have dated, and usually it's a case of oh, it's fine, I don't mind what you do, and then little things creep in. Oh, look at your age, you should be retiring, or that, and yeah, and so.
But you are loving life.
Oh my God, yes.
So you actually do this above a relationship.
Yeah, I would. I don't particularly. You know, I've been married 3 times. I've taken the hint. It's not for me. So, and as for my age, it's got to have an upside, apart from all the formaldehyde. So this is the upside.
And a very busy conservatory.
Yes. Playroom, actually. Conservatory.
Playroom, yes, it's not conservatory. Although a lot of people's conservatories can be seen in too. So.
Yeah, but mine can't, because I've got black drapes.
I'm sure your neighbours will be grateful for that.
Thank you. It's lovely to see you.
Yeah, it really is.
Nice to see you at last.
Yeah, and yes, it's better than down the line, that's for sure. Thank you.
Thank you.